Hello traders, Bani this side from nexusindicator.com. Today I wanted to introduce you to some of the new features that we added onto the Nexus Chart Trader, which would help you manage your trades and also trade multiple instruments at the same time. So when I say multiple instruments, earlier we were only able to trade one instrument at a time, or if we wanted to trade different instrument, we had to change the chart or the instrument on the same chart window when we were using Nexus Chart Trader. But now we have added a capability to trade on multiple chart windows at the same time using the Nexus Chart Trader. It can be different instruments on different charts. It can be like 2 instruments or 4 instruments, whatever numbers you like. You can trade as many instruments as you like at the same time on different chart windows. Now, when I say different instruments, you can have completely different settings configured on the Nexus Chart Trader for these instruments, ranging from different stop losses between different targets, and also you can select different break-even settings. You can select different trading stop loss settings. So right now you can see on the chart we have the micro Nasdaq and the micro gold opened on our two different screens, and I've selected the TP for gold as 50 ticks, and the stop loss is the previous candle stop loss, and the same is for Nasdaq. However, on Nasdaq I can reduce the risk to 250, and what I can do is on the same accounts, let's say on sim 101 on gold, I want to sell, so I can just press sell here. It would auto calculate my quantity as per the selected risk, and at the same time if I want to go for a buy, it will auto calculate the quantity as per my selected risk on Nasdaq. Not only that, the trailing stop loss and the break even would be completely different for both the instruments, which can be configured within the individual chart windows through the Nexus Chart Trader settings. And you can have different settings for your trailing stop losses, your break even triggers. It would be completely independent. The other thing that we added is account based Nexus Chart Trader UI settings. When I say that, that means if in case I've selected sim 101 and I've selected these settings for the TP, the SL, and the order quantity. Let's say I have selected 2 order quantity. Now this is another feature when you increase your quantity from 1 to 2 or any amount. If it is 1, your order quantity box will not glow, but if your quantity is more than 1, it would glow, indicating that you're using more than one lot, which can be a cue. Let's say you usually trade only one lot, but you're using more than one lot. It will give you a cue that you're using more than one lot. So basically, to give you a visual cue that you're going above your normal size, it's a small feature that we added. Now, talking about the account voice setting, when you switch the account, it would remember what settings you used on that particular account, ranging from your order quantity to your TP and SL values. So right now you can see on sim 102 we are using a risk of $500 with 1:1 risk reward, and 5 quantity is what we have selected. However, in the previous candle mode of stop loss, the quantity is auto selected, so whatever quantity we select here doesn't really matter. What matters is how much stop loss we are selecting in this risk section in the previous candle mode of the stop loss. So if we are selecting 3 and we take a sell, it would auto set our quantity to 2. Now, just over here, if we had selected 5 in the order quantity and we did a sell, again it selected 2, because that's what the position size allows us to take a risk of $300. So if in case our stop loss gets hit, we would lose either $300 or less than $300, but it won't be above $300. And when I switch to sim 101, it would remember the last settings I used, which was 3, and we didn't set any TP or SL, so that's why that's completely blank. And at the same time on Nasdaq, if I switch my accounts over here, it remembers what was my last selected TP and SL value. So for sim 102, if I selected 200 and 100, as the TP or 400 as the TP, and then I switch the accounts, it remembers what exactly my settings were. So you can see over here, and that really doesn't conflict with the gold trade. So you can see on the gold we have completely different settings, different order quantity, and this is completely integrated for both the instruments so that they don't conflict with each other. The other feature some of the changes, not a feature, but some of the changes we made is rearranging the UI so that more accounts can be accommodated on the P&L dashboard in this list, so that more than 10 to 15 accounts can show over here, even though this list is scrollable, so you can scroll down to see your other accounts. But we have adjusted the UI in a way that we have more space for the list of the accounts. Not only that, we have made some changes to the fonts of the PNL. It's more of a LCD style font, so the PNL is clearly visible. For the clock, we have changed the color, and there are some UI tweaks that we did, moving the trade management buttons like break even, trailing stop loss, manual break even, and manual stop loss reducer has been moved above for quick trade management. And there are these quantity selector buttons which you can use to quickly increase or decrease your quantity, which goes up to 5. Now, a major update or integration I would say that we did is a use of the scroll wheel mouse. So we know, like, while trading we like to make quick changes to our settings or to stop loss or TP level sometimes. So we have integrated the scroll wheel of our mouse into almost every button in Nexus Chart Trader. So if in case you want to increase your TP from 1:1 to 1:2, instead of using these plus and minus buttons, what you can do is you can simply scroll your mouse up, and you can scroll it down to reduce it. To increase it, you can scroll up. Not only on the TP, it applies to the stop loss as well. You can scroll up and scroll down to increase or decrease your TP quantity, the TP value or SL value. Also, you can use the scroll wheel buttons on the buy and sell buttons. What that would do is it would increase or decrease your order quantity. So let's say I want to punch a trade right over here and my stop loss is $550. Sorry, and as soon as I punch the trade, it would only be one lot. But if I want to increase my quantity on the fly, I can simply scroll up and I can add into the trade right away and increase my quantity. And the same thing can be done on this order quantity text and the combo box. So if you scroll your mouse up and down on these box on the text which says order quantity, it would increase or decrease your order quantity on the fly. Same is true for all the break-even settings. You can scroll up and scroll down to increase your break-even settings to whatever you like, which is also true for the trailing ticks offset. And also for the account selector, like, you can scroll up and down to switch between different accounts. So if you are someone who does account rotation, trade multiple accounts, you can simply scroll up and down on the account selector. Instead of coming into the list and selecting the account, you can simply scroll down to move to the next list, or you can simply click on the dashboard from here and switch between accounts. The other UI change is the new theme, which is the midnight theme, which is a bit darker than the usual black theme that we have over here, which were the only two themes. One was the light mode and the dark mode. The light mode is for people who like to trade on white charts, but now we have the midnight theme as well, which is a lot darker than the dark theme. So if in case you like a really dark UI, this is something which has been added for you. Well, these are all the features that we added, updated, and made some changes. I hope you guys like it. If you have any feedbacks or comments, do let me know. Leave comments on the YouTube comment section. And if you feel like something needs to be changed, or if you would like to request a feature, do leave it in the comment. I won't promise it, but I will try my best to give you that feature in future updates. And well, I hope you have a great day ahead and hope you have a green 2026. Thank you.